Are you around like later times, or like what's your kind of like wake up, go to bed kind of looking like?
Vidal, are you still at the tuna shop?
So I'm around like this whole time, right? And then later time, it's like every now and then, bro. Every now and then.
Listen, I know you are like smarter than the average person or group, and you know how to kind of, you know, why people are doing. I think you kind of understand why people function certain ways to some extent.
Yeah.
And so currently we're having some issues between Future and Zebra. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I heard like most of it, but not in depth.
Yeah, I mean basically they are at each other's necks because of some shit that happened with the cargo ship and SOB and all that shit. Zebra had said that if Future comes to the cargo ship with another group, he's gonna have to shoot them, which he does, but it's a weird conversation. I don't want to talk about it, but you get what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and so Future took that the wrong way, and he's mad about that because he thinks that that means that Zebra wants to shoot Future. He thinks that Zebra wants to put together a 6 to shoot Future specifically, and you know, being a crybaby about it basically. I talked to both of them yesterday. I settled shit, and they said that they were cool, but you know, they're definitely not cool.
People are never cool.
Yeah. So I'm saying like if you're around when we're not around, you know, me, Forehead, Ming, or whatever, and they're around, then keep an eye on them and see if someone's stirring. Let me know.
You know what's funny about especially dealing with the Future, and this is how it's gone every single time, right? Whether it be Future or the other person doing whatever the fuck that gets him into a little problem with each other, and 9 times out of 10, it's always gonna be the other person. Surprisingly, isn't Future that decides to do something extra that puts him in such a bad light that you can't even defend him against Future.
Yeah.
Or just, you know, or even be in a neutral position because they do something so stupid like saying, "I want to go shoot Future." Like, it's such a tough situation, bro, that these guys put themselves in, and we'll see how this goes. Because at the end of the day, the way you deal with Future is literally not caring. Like, Future's really easy to get along with. But I feel like all these guys just make these dumbass decisions. So you know how Future gets, bro. The guy's emotional, he holds things above people for like a very long ass time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I'll see.
I did the thing about Future too, though, is that he will go and give like slight comments all the time, and eventually people, you know, explode. I agree with you. Like, the logical thing to do is to just, you know, ignore it, but most people can't do that because they have an ego or whatever. For it, I was talking to Vidal about like whenever we're not around, if he's around when Future and Zebra does, to keep an eye on them and see if someone's stirring or not.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to say good night, guys.
Alright, good night.
Good night, big dog.
Good night, Vidal.
All right, have a good one, Brody.
Good night, big dog.
Bye.
But yeah, bro, it's just how it goes. It's gonna be it's always Future will say the small things, and people will literally get bothered by it. I don't know how. It's not what Future says is whatever all you gotta do is just not care. But it's impossible to, you know, ask people to do that, right? So
yeah. I mean,
like,
Future's not innocent either. Like, he definitely wants some shit to happen sometimes.
Listen, Future's my guy, but at the end of the day, that motherfucker stirs and shit talks the gang the most.
Yeah.
That's just the way he is, though, right?
What he does is he'll go and stir and shit talk, and then he'll come to us and say, "Oh, this happened, that happened, that happened," and he'll try to make us think that something is a certain way.
Bro, trust me, I've been on that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy with Future. All you have to do is literally not care, and you'll be alright.
But you know, not everyone's the same way. Not everyone's not gonna care, right? Like,
it's impossible to ask for that. I know. So, I mean, yeah, like I could keep an eye. I'm pretty sure between both of them, I'll be alright. It's just
I just don't want this to be a Kevin Ram situation where it just keeps going, and it's just animosity, and suddenly something pops, and then we're gonna have to make a decision based on shit we don't even know, you know? Well, if you talk about the trolls.
So who's around?
I don't know. Who's around, Vidal?
It's
I heard Risa, I heard Lovemore.
The 3 of us, Future now.
Jamal.
If you're talking about in gang, yeah, Jamal.
Yeah.
And there's like Stormzy and Sly, and Lucky's around too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I'll keep an eye out. But the thing is, with a lot of these things, bro, you just kind of have to be there to understand the atmosphere, right? So
yeah, exactly, which
like I
is
said,
why
I'll
it's
just
good
keep
if
an
you're
eye.
there, yeah, because that's the thing, like, you have to do a vibe check, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, forward, just figure out, see who wants to come and then, you know, pick and mix between those people.
Yeah, I should bring Love More, Jamal, Future, Vidal, Risha, Lucky.
Yeah.
They want to come?
No, I think I'm gonna skip out for the rest of the week, and I'll be back on Monday, cause tomorrow I'm not gonna be around, and today I figured, you know, I can let someone else go instead. It's not a big deal for me.